welcome back to another episode of Revolutionary Girl Utena. So in the previous one, we ended it on a bang because it was kind of a twist, right? It was kind of a twist because it was Sayonji who is, I guess, the prince of Wakaba, whatever that means, right? Wakaba's prince, because we built up the entire episode around like this onion prince and stuff like that, right? This childhood friend, childhood hero of Wakaba's. And them kind of like having a crush on one another, or at least used to have a crush on one another, and now they're both like kind of a bit older, but they still think back to those times and stuff like that. And it was kind of cute, it was kind of funny. Wakaba was great in it, and Utena was like kind of playing the wing woman a bit, trying to help them out. And then they finally had a moment where it seemed like they were gonna confess to one another, and Wakaba revealed that he is not actually her prince. He was like, yo, you should totally confess to him. I'm sure he's gonna reciprocate those feelings. Don't worry, I'm 100% certain. And Wakaba was like, really? Really, you think so? He's like, yeah, sure. And she was like, okay, I hope you're gonna be happy too. I'm gonna go and do that. And he's like, wait, what? And then he went to the Black Rose Society to seek help, but the Black Rose Society pulled him or turned him away because his love, as you guys more eloquently said, was selfless instead of selfish, right? And also, another thing that you guys said is he wasn't really connected to any of the student council members, right? So who do you draw the power from, right? But yeah, so he got turned away, and then at the very end of the episode, the bombshell was Wakaba came home and Sayonji was there to greet her, right? Wakaba ran enthusiastically to her prince, got home, it was Sayonji there who met Wakaba with a welcome home, and yeah, that was the end of the episode. So let's see what the hell that all means. What is that going to entail? So if you want to watch this, Uncut and Blur is always on my page in the description, and let's go into the Revolutionary Girl Utena, episode 20. We're picking it right up. Oh yeah, we know that. You have some explaining to do, lady. Whoa, we're getting to actually see the town a bit more. We haven't seen that before. It's within the student housing as well. Within her dorm room. Wakaba can flourish. Can she now? Jean d'Arc. The awkwardness.
先輩さえよろしければ、
You can't even use a phone excuse. This is like the 90s. You're lucky they didn't see his uniform in the back. Yeah.
そして私は夢の中で西園寺さんと踊っていました。あなたは優しく微笑んでいます。私ってバカですよね。だってさ。でも今は。おい、若葉。これから試合あんだけど見に来てよ。ごめん。私ちょっと用あるから。試合頑張ってね。
She's enjoying this, a lot. Having a bit of a secret. Feeling like you're leading like almost a double life. That would be like a dream for like a middle to high schooler. Yep, you would feel special. Yep, yep. Mm. Mm. That's just some lunch money. Can he go out and get lunch even? Wouldn't people notice him? Damn. She's shining, huh? Mm. Oh, that's a different response than usual. It's love.
あなたにはそんな自覚はないでしょう。それはあなたが生まれつき特別だからですよ。ほとんどの人は皆大勢の中の一人でしかありません。でもきっかけさえあれば今までにないほどの光を放つことがあります。
Yep, yep, yep.
何を作ってるんですか？
内緒。
僕はただ若葉がずっと幸せでいてくれればそれでいいんだ。お砂糖いくつにします？
ほら。ただ言えることは、多くの人にとって特別な時間はそう長くは続かない。
Don't say that.
まだ作りかけだけど。
But it's true.
今ことはこんなことぐらいさ。君の真心へのお礼だよ。
そんな。これだけで私十分です。
No. No, I feel it coming. I feel it coming. No, this is such a fleeting moment for her, and it's gonna be the come down from this. All of this serotonin and everything that's happening here is gonna be so harsh. Ah, but you do, you know, it's a really cool way to show that feeling, because it is a pretty common feeling, especially when everything's like something goes really well in your life and you're really excited about something, and how your entire personality changes. You become so much more full of energy. You become so much more excited to do everything, because there's like, it seems like your life is going in a really cool direction. And oftentimes that can be very fleeting, right? And I feel like here it's gonna be exceptionally fleeting for her, especially knowing how we know what Sayonji can be like. So I'm worried. I also miss the relationship that she had with Utena, but hey, people can change, so and relationships can change.
桐生生徒会長は未だに学園には来てません。そのお兄さんに代わって七海さんが張り切って生徒会を仕切っています。ミキ君も一生懸命七海さんを補佐してるみたい。アリス川先輩は相変わらず。生徒会の様子は大体そんな感じですね。
そう。ところで。
はい。何でも聞いてください。
アンシーどうしてるかな。
姫宮さんですか？
いや、ちょっと聞いてみただけさ。
西園寺さん、学園に戻りたがってる。私との暮らしが終われば、あの人はもう私のことは思い出しもしないだろう。2060円。
No! She's gonna be a duelist. No, she's gonna use Sayonji as power.
もう夕方か。いいご身分じゃないですか。西園寺恭一君。お前は見かけ。
Whoa.
久しぶりですね。
Whoa.
いつの間に。いや、どうしてここに。どんなに小さい姫事であろうとも。
Is he omnipotent?
学園内のことは我々黒バラ会にはお見通しです。
Omnipresent?
かつては生徒会の副会長まで務めた君が今では女性との居候に甘んじているとはね。僕だっていつまでも無意に過ごすつもりはない。そのうち学園、いや生徒会にも必ず復帰して。どうやって？それはこんな場所で時間を潰してる君が何をどうやって。それはどうでしょう。一つ我々の力で何とかしようじゃありませんか。何？我々は学園の将来を真に憂いているんです。君の才能はあまりに惜しい。なるほど、わかった。僕は代わりに何をすればいい？そうですね。君の持っているものの中で一つ欲しいものがあるんです。何？大したものじゃありませんよ。
Oh shit! Yup, that's gonna send her down.
どれだけ尽くし
Down the spiral.
彼の心は初めからその女のものだったんです。その女は自分だけ特別という顔をして何もかも私から奪い取っていくんです。その女を私はどうしても許すことができません。恋でも勉強でも私は結局その他大勢の一人でしかないんです。特別な人たちとはまるで世界が違うんです。だけど彼さえいれば、彼と一緒にさえすれば私も特別になれました。もう少しで生まれ変わるところだったんです。なのにあの女は、
Mm. This is also very directly tied to Anshi now.
わかりました。あなたは世界を革命するしかないでしょう。あなたの進む道は用意してあります。さあ。あんなもの一つで。
Oh no.
思わなかったな。やっぱり僕はいつまでもこんなところにいちゃいけない人間だよね。よし、準備完了。西園寺恭一、新たなる栄光の時代へ発進。
どこかへお出かけ？
Oh boy.
なんだ。
Run! Run!
今まで迷惑かけてすまなかった。僕は元の世界へ戻るよ。
あの髪飾りはどこ？
ああ、あれは事情があって君には渡せなくなった。だが安心してくれ。君にはそれなりに高価な品を見繕うつもりだから。できれば郵送にしたいのだが、届け先はここでいいのかな。
もういいの。私はもっといいものを手に入れたから。
それは。
So forceful. Wow. That was the most forceful one.
狐の嫁入りだ。ごがいごがいごがい。ついに降ってきた。晴れた日に雨が降ったら急いでお嫁に行かなくっちゃ。それが私たち狐少女のしきたり。いいわね、あんたたち。私なんて晴れた日に雪が降るまでお嫁に行けないのよ。それが私たちウサギ少女の。あって行かなきゃいいじゃん。
Now she sees it. Oh, the hairpins.
クローバラにかけて誓う。ウテナ様、この決闘に勝ち、私から剣を抜いてください。
Oh, will she be able to do it? This might be the problem here.
姫宮、
No!
戦えないよ。友達に剣を向けるなんて。若葉、早く剣を。そうだ、私はその女を殺す。西園寺様の心を奪ったその女を。西園寺、どうし してなんだ。あの輝いていた若葉がどうして。お前にはわからない。わかる資格などない。早く剣を。あ、西園寺様。生徒会副会長で剣道部主将の西園寺教一様。やめろ若葉。やめるんだ。若葉。
Ooh.
あの姫宮って子と付き合ってんの？あんたさ、後輩の西園寺さんがあんな子に関心持ったはずないわ。同じ生徒会だから一緒にいるだけ。うたら様。お前もその女も生徒会の連中もみんな私を見下してるんだ。何の苦労もなく持って生まれた力を誇ってる。だからお前たちはみんな平然と。うたら様、どう一緒にできるんだ。
Nice.
確かに僕にはわからないことがいっぱいある。だけどこれだけははっきりと分かってる。君は僕の大事な友達だってことさ。待ってて、今助けてあげるから。
She didn't raise her sword against her friend. She didn't use her power against her.
役立たずには去ってもらってもいいが、西園寺、道家ならばいた方が面白いかもな。
Wow, Utena.
得意満面といったところかな、西園寺のやつ。出戻りにしちゃ大威張りよね。このまま生徒会にも返り咲くつもりか、あいつ。まったくどういう神経してんのよ。でも退学になった彼がどうして復学できたんでしょうね。なんでも黒バラ界のお声がかりらしいわよ。へえ。
Of course. Keep the clown around. Oh, don't do that. Oh, that ending, man. That ending. I feel so bad now. I feel so bad for Wakaba. Man, you know what that ending feels like? It feels like... And this is a depressing thought, so sorry. Sorry for that. But it feels like when you break up with someone who you've been with, and you've been to the point with them where, you know, they either lived with you or at least they've kind of like stayed with you at your house for a... You know, for basically the entire... For like multiple days in a row and stuff like that. And then suddenly, after a breakup, you get home and the house is empty and it's like... You know, that's the feeling it gives off. Even though they obviously weren't dating. Man, I feel so bad for her. And also, of course, like hanging out with Utena for Wakaba must have felt so... Like, obviously, she cares for Utena and she's her friend and stuff like that. But it would be hard to deny that there would be that kind of level of... Maybe not necessarily envy, but, you know, feeling left... Or not feeling left out. Feeling like you are just living in someone else's story. Right? Feeling like you're the NPC to Utena's story, right? Because Utena stands out so much. She is one of those people that you would consider a special person, right? Because of how much she stands out. Whereas Wakaba kind of blends into the background most of the time, right? So you could see why Wakaba would want to change that. She would want to stand out for a bit, or at least not, maybe not stand out, but do something that would make her different. Do something that would make her feel like she's doing something a bit, you know, a bit something that even Utena, let's say, wouldn't do, right? Or isn't doing. So it makes sense. I feel so bad for her. I love the way that the duel was handled, right? The entire duel of Utena not wanting to raise a sword and not use her power against her friend. So she basically used Wakaba's power against herself. Right, that was fantastic. That was really, really, really well done. And Sionji is now back at the academy as well, thanks to the Black Rose Society wanting to keep him around because they know they can use him very much, very well, and for a lot of things. So I'm sure we're gonna be seeing his role play out here. Yeah, I mean, Sionji, we know what kind of person he can be. He's done things that obviously make him kind of like I feel like it's fair to say it's hard to redeem a character like that, right? Who's done the things that he's done. So we know what he's like, and we could see it even here, how much he's been, maybe not using, I don't think he was using Wakaba, because he did say multiple times that he wants to go, right? He's gonna leave now because he feels bad for it, and I think he genuinely meant that. And Wakaba was the one who was like assuring him over and over and over again that she wants him to stay here and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, he was using this time here, when he was here, to, you know, make attempts and make moves at Anshi. So yeah, even though he did kind of feel bad about asking about Anshi when he was staying at Wakaba's house, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to see him as anything but like a horrible guy. He was the way that he was treating Anshi and stuff like that, right? So yeah, anyways. Man, what an episode. What an insane episode. I really like Wakaba. I like the way that this episode played out a lot, but I am worried to see, I'm pretty sure Wakaba's gonna bounce back, right? I'm sure she will. It's just how life goes, so I'm sure we'll see her bounce back, and Utena maybe will be there to help her, but I guess we'll see what the next episodes are gonna be all about. But for now, I'm gonna end this one here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.